breaking up, cheating, and dating virgins, the wrong ways to overcome the thoughts of your partner's past. Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt, and I help people overcome retroactive jealousy. In this video, I want to explain to you why, breaking up, cheating, dating virgins, all these things are not going to help you overcome retroactive jealousy. They're not going to help you overcome thoughts of your partner's past. Really, really, truly, it will not work. I've done it before. I've tried it. Many of my clients that I've helped have tried it. It doesn't work. So in this video, I want to tell you why it's just not possible to do, why it doesn't make sense to do, and why you're better off putting in the work every single day on fixing everything in here. And once you fix everything in here, everything else on the outside falls into place. So we'll get to that in today's video. Before we do though, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button, that'll activate YouTube's algorithm and get this video out to more people that need to see it. So I greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't already taken a copy of my free mini Retroactive Jealousy ebook, it's absolutely free. You can download it in the links in the description below. I give you some of my best tips on overcoming retroactive jealousy for you to utilize in your own life. So check that out before you go today. Okay, so the reason this doesn't work, whatever it might be, if it's just breaking up with them, thinking their past is too great, so you break up with them so you don't have to deal with it, or cheating on them so you can have a higher number partner count than they have, and then you'll feel better, or if it's just flat out you broke up with them and every single relationship you get into, they have some sort of sexual history, it bothers you, so you're like, oh, I'm just gonna date virgins from now on. Why this doesn't work is simply because you're trying to change outside circumstances to fix problems that you have in here, okay? And when we try to fix outside circumstances or change outside circumstances to fix what we have going on in here, it never works. It might work for a little bit, it might work for a week, a month, something, but we always go back to the truth, and that is the thoughts, the beliefs, the feelings that we have going on in here at all times. And you can kind of see this with, you could see it with all things in life, but you can kind of see where maybe people's outside have changed, but they've always gotten the same results. And you can kind of relate this to people who win the lottery, people who have really been bad with money their whole lives. And maybe because of that, they've had very little money throughout their life. They win the lottery, they win whatever, $20 million. And what happens? Their whole outside reality changes, but the inside doesn't change. And so they blow through this $20 million in like a month. I mean, there's a documentary, and the name escapes me right now, but I think it's called Luck, maybe? Luck. But it's about like 10 different lottery winners who spoiled their money, all with like one mega $1 million jackpots, and within a month they were broke again because they bought like 3 private jets, and one guy bought like 300 of the same pair of jeans because he liked those jeans, just blowing their money on crazy stuff. Because again, the outside changed, but the inside didn't. So the same result happened. They ended up still not being good with their money and ended up again back being, in more poverty or not having as much money. So that's just kind of one example of how the outside changes, but the inside doesn't. And so the same can be applied here with retroactive jealousy, with the thoughts of your partner's past, with thinking these things of breaking up and cheating and all these things are going to change when the inside has not changed, okay? And that's very key, because when you commit these things and when you do these things, they have a longer term impact on your relationship and on your future, because you've really brought things into life now. Now you're actually physically doing things against your partner, whether that is cheating or whether that is breaking up with them or something. You're really thinking to yourself that the outside needs to change in order for you to feel better. And that's just not how it works. The inside must change for the outside to change. And again, I talk about my own experience with retroactive jealousy. My partner's past never changed. Nothing ever happened. There was no aha moment. Nothing happened. The only thing that happened was I changed. And once I changed, the thoughts of her past didn't bother me anymore. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything else. I did in previous relationships thinking those would help, and it didn't. So I knew in this relationship not to. And I'm so glad I didn't, because it never fixed anything, and it made things worse, because now I did things against my partner, and then that caused a whole another set of layers of not good stuff in the relationship, okay? So again, inside needs to change. These things, the cheating, the breaking up, the date, all of these are compulsive behaviors. Again, things that we think are going to make us feel better. But the problem is when we actually do those things, they don't make us feel better, or they give us a temporary relief and that's it. These committing these acts and doing these things is the same as asking your partner a question about the past. That's a compulsive behavior as well, right? But asking a question seems a little more, I guess, innocent compared to like cheating or doing these things. However, it's pretty much on the same level when it comes to the effect it has on you, meaning both of them give you temporary relief and then both of them bring you back to feeling crappy again, okay? So that's very, very key to keep in mind. And especially with the cheating and all these stuff, if you're literally thinking cheating on your partner and getting a higher number than them, or just cheating in general, just to, whatever, feel better about yourself is going to make your relationship better, you're absolutely wrong. You're absolutely incorrect. That is something on the outside, and that will not change on the inside. It might make you feel good for a day, 2 days, and then all of a sudden you're gonna start feeling like crap because the thoughts of your partner's past, I say her because I'm thinking in my own mind, but your partner's past, man, woman, whatever, whoever it is, will still be there. They'll come back. And now not only do you feel bad about the past, their past, but now you feel bad because now you've cheated on them. Now you've, committed this act against them. So now you have that going on. So now you got two things. It's just not good. Again, the same thing if you think I need to break up with them because their past is too great. I need to find somebody who has a less of a past than I do, whatever the case is. It's not going to work. The same thing. You'll break up with them. You're going to find somebody who has a lower number. And guess what happens? You're going to start obsessing. Doesn't matter what the number is. You're just going to start obsessing about what happened with them, what happened with that person, what you guys do, all that stuff. Even if it's just a one-time thing. Dating virgins, same thing. When I tried that, I would obsess over the fact that this woman who never had any other sexual encounter except for me held hands with somebody before, or kissed somebody before, or even had a flirty conversation with somebody before. I'd obsess over that. The retroactive jealousy would find a way to latch onto those things too. So that didn't help either. In fact, my retroactive jealousy was one of the worst when it was with somebody, when it was with people with very low numbers. It's absolutely crazy because nothing on the outside can change it. Nothing on the outside. And if you think that's the case, you are wrong. And I'm going to call you out right here. You're absolutely wrong. And unfortunately, your life is just not going to progress. Your life's not going to progress. Even if the retroactive jealousy seems to be gone, this thing, this uneasiness, this lack of self-love, this lack of self-esteem is still alive inside of you. And it's going to find other ways to come at you in your relationship, in your life, whether that's through anger, whether that might be through different addictions and stuff you have in your life, general unhappiness. It's going to come through unless you deal with this now, unless you put in the work now. And if you watch this channel, you know what the work is. If you're in my courses, you know what the work is. But it's putting that every single day, fixing inside here. And when you fix inside here, everything else falls into place out here. Remember, this whole world we live in, it's like a mirror. And we see reflections of everything we think about ourselves in here at all times. And so when we fix this internal game, we fix the whole game. It all has to do with in here. It all has to do with in here. Fix this, nothing outside is going to matter anymore. You're going to overcome this. These thoughts are no longer going to bother you. You're going to feel limitless. You're going to feel like you can do anything. You don't have to worry about who I date, how many past partners this person have, who did this person do this with, because it does not matter. It will not matter to you. You'll be so in the present moment. You'll be so confident. You'll be feeling so much self-love and self-esteem that you're like, I don't care. That's in the past. Who cares now? You know what I mean? I'm with you now. I'm going to focus on being with you now. Living my best life possible with you. It's these confident, rational thoughts that you'll start having when you defeat this monster inside of you. Put in the work, put in the steps. Don't think outside circumstances are going to change you, because they will not. Trying to change the outside will only make the inside worse. If you enjoyed today's video, please take a moment, smash that like button before you go today. Also subscribe to the channel if you have not already done so. Click the notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. And please take a copy of my Retroactive Jealousy mini ebook home with you today. The link is in the top of the description box below. That's it for me for now, everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.